Okay. Till now we discussed about agronomy. Now we'll move to plant breeding and genetics. I have chosen question number 15 to 20. We'll discuss this now. Okay. First question. Which of the following statements are correct about polyploidy? You should be very careful with respect to words correct, incorrect. Okay. There is high chance that they can play with these terms. Statement 1. Common in wheat and cotton. Okay, statement 2 leads to sterility in triploids. And statement 3 always reduces plant size. So you should be very skeptical with these words always and only, okay? Because they usually, there is a high chance that they can manipulate here. So in these three statements, you just find out which are all correct one. They're asking which of the following statements are correct. So first statement, what it is saying about common in wheat and cotton. I think we studied enough in our college times that wheat is hexaploid. Wheat is hexaploid. Okay, wheat is hexaploid. You know the scientific name of that, Triticum aestivum. Next, cotton. Cotton is tetraploid. Cotton is tetraploid, Gossypium hirsutum. Next, so statement 1 is right. Then it leads to sterility in triploids. Why it is leading to sterility in triploids? In triploids, they doesn't have another chromosomes for pairing. See, this is a homologous chromosome. Like this chromosome lack another pair. That's why in this case, the proper meiosis doesn't occur and this leads to sterility. Did you get my point? Okay. Statement 2 is also correct. In case of triploids, there is high chance to become sterile. Next, statement 3 always reduces plant size. They have given this term always. Always it doesn't reduces the plant size. There is a chances of occurring gigantism in the plants. Okay, so in that cases and all, we can't go with this third statement. Third statement is wrong. So in this case, what is the right answer then? Option A, 1 and 2 only are correct. Okay, did you get my point? So here the theme is polyploidy. So next question is, which of the following statements are true for quantitative traits? They're asking about quantitative traits. Okay, statement 1, controlled by many genes. I think by now you should know the characteristics of quantitative traits. Okay, they are controlled by many number of genes, polygenic. So statement 1 is right, and statement 2, it is influenced by environment. Yes, it is influenced by environment. Statement 3 shows discrete variation. No, this is the characteristic of what? Qualitative traits. It's not about quantitative trait. So statement 3 is wrong. Did you get my point? So option 1, that is 1 and 2 only is the right answer. Okay, so alternative to this quantitative traits, what is there? Qualitative traits. You should know about qualitative traits, the features of qualitative traits. Okay, are you getting how you have to use these questions for your preparation? Fine. Let's go for next question. Which crop was first to be improved by mutation breeding in India? Option A, rice. Option B, cotton. Option C, wheat, and option D, barley. So it is option D, barley. Okay, it's very direct question, you should know. So next question, which of the following is not a characteristic of self-pollinated crops? They're asking not the characteristic of self-pollinated crops. You should be very careful, okay? Option A, they are telling about high homozygosity. Next option is need for emasculation. Option C, less heterosis. Option D, use of pure line breeding. So what is not the characteristic of self-pollinated crops? It is need for emasculation. Option B. Because why you will go for emasculation? To prevent the pollen getting fertilized with its own flower. Okay, and through emasculation we can encourage cross pollination, right? So that's why this is a feature of cross pollinated crops, not the self pollinated crops. Self pollinated crops have high homozygosity. This is the characteristic of self pollinated crop, and less heterosis, and they go for pure line breeding. So these are all the characteristics of self-pollinated crops, and you should know along with that what are the characteristics of cross-pollinated crops as well. Okay, next question is, which of the breeding method is most suitable for developing disease resistant varieties in rice, they are telling. So here option A is mass selection, option B back crossing, option C is clonal selection, and option D is mutation breeding. Here what we will do, see, we will take two parents. Donor parent and recurrent parent. Okay, donor parent have low yielding characteristic and disease resistant. Okay, and recurrent parent has high yielding potential and it is susceptible for diseases. Okay, I'll cross these two parents and I'll get F1. So I'll cross this F1 with recurrent parent. I'll be keep on crossing. So whatever the progeny I'll get, this is back cross 1. So if I do n number of crossing with the recurrent parent, finally I will get at one point of time, maybe after 5 to 6 generation, if I cross, I'll get what? High yielding variety with disease resistance genes. Okay, so what is the answer for this? Back crossing. You have to know different selection methods. Through this you should understand what is the theme and what and all you have to go through. So you have to just go through the options also. Whatever present in the options, you have to think that is also a theme and you have to prepare for that. Okay, so next question is, which concept explains that genes are located on chromosomes? So option A is gene theory, option A is gene theory, option B is chromosomal theory of inheritance, and option C is cell theory, and option D is epigenetics. So we know it's very simple and common sense question, that is chromosomal theory of inheritance. Through inheritance only we will get to know whether the genes have been inherited or not, right? So then what is cell theory about? Cell theory we will study all the cells, whatever the cells will be formed from the pre-existing cells, and every individual will have a cell. So whatever we study that, right, that is cell theory. And what is epigenetics? You can break down this term epigenetics as epi plus genetics. Just to remember this, I'm telling. Epi means above, genetics mean gene or DNA. Okay, from above you are seeing the expression of DNA or gene. That is nothing but epigenetics. Okay, did you get my point? So this is all about plant breeding and genetics. I hope you enjoyed the session, and yes, your exam is 1 month away, and it's very crucial time for you to stay consistent, and I hope you will do your exam well. Thank you.